Calma, eu gosto.
I kind of worry that the
Yes, Braden. Yes. going on? How we doing?
HMAC able
Justina, good morning. How are you doing this morning?
public through a business combination with Hainan Manaslu acquisition. HMAC shares were halted ahead of that news. That's Hotel Michael Alpha Charlie.
Morning, AJ. Never think of putting chapstick on until your lips are already chapped. You never, because I had softball on Sunday.
Lots of earnings out there, ANFBBYAEO etc. PSA.
I don't think we were planning on playing as long as we did, but we ended up
B.
playing 7 games, which it was, I think, a high of 36 or 37 on Sunday. So all day, and it was so windy. They're just constant right on the lips. And you never think about it until it's too late. Again, not expecting too much. I'm in a much better mood this morning than I was yesterday morning. So I won't be getting in any silly trades right at the bell. I mean, I might get in something right at the bell, but it won't be in a spot where I shouldn't be getting in. So
NBS, Novartis,
I figured out yesterday my dog ripped my keyboard cable out of my USB PCI Express slot that I had, and I'm not sure if he like pulled it loose inside the computer or what. I haven't opened the computer up yet. But yeah, I still am trying to figure out what he did. But he did something weird. So I'm trying to figure that out, but thankfully I had just enough spots if I unhooked my VR headset to get everything into the motherboard slots, as well as I had one extender. So I have one that's an external USB extender. So it's you plug it in one and it gives you 4 slots. So thankfully I had that, but yeah, that was kind of a pain. I literally figured it out with like 3 minutes left until the bell. Finally got a keyboard working yesterday. Doggy gets euthanized. He almost cost me $1,000 yesterday. I'm not gonna lie. It put me in a. It was a snowball effect yesterday morning that made me end up starting that trade as early as I did. But it worked out. We got lucky. It worked out.
Nice and easy, let the trades come to you, Gulta. Burl earnings.
Good morning and good luck.
Morning.
Good morning.
Morning, sir. Top of the morning to you.
Top of the morning to ya. I don't know if that was Irish, Scottish, or English. It was one of them.
It was something like that.
Top of the morning to ya.
That was Devin's Jewish Jersey Hispanic mode.
Mm, 1 minute to go. Buy looks like it's trying to move up again.
It's up what, $2 from yesterday?
Mm-hmm.
See what it does. See if it drops right back down to that level again.
Yeah.
All right.
Call them out, people. Call them out.
There we go.
U.S. markets now open.
Arthur's hat list. Molly's gonna stay here when I walk. Trying to keep his almost.
CAMB can be reporting revenue of $2.9 million.
Wow.
Now's a good time to call them out.
Oh, to be calling something out.
That's over-the-counter stuff.
Poly up.
Disregard that CANB.
HAL. Volume's light.
Yeah, I have it up. Yeah, volume's kind of crap. Huge co.
Yeah.
Halliburton, man.
Yeah, I mean, maybe a move up through 38, close to 38.50 on this move right now. I feel like that's the only way I'd be interested.
PEV, Phoenix Motor, signs MOU with Contemporary Amperex Technology for co-development of batteries for Phoenix Motor Cars product line. That's
Burl
Papa
Dollar.
Echo Victor.
Poly
PEV.
HTB here.
Wow, BURL if anyone's feeling courageous.
Yeah, no,
I didn't even see that. I max my scanner at $100 now. PALI Jag, if you got them, could get interesting. It's SSR.
I don't have them.
LABD maybe starting. Oh, it's an ETF or something. We can't trade it.
That's ETF.
I can't
What was that? E what? Vesh, E what?
BURL. Oh, you're the other one.
not that one.
PALI. Pally.
Oh, PLI.
A lot of the retails are popping right now.
Pally's got room to 134.
GPS.
That's 134.
GPS is the one that bit me hard back in April. HAL would have worked.
Yep. It worked big. Gave it all back.
Watching GPS. Wants to move up through 15.
SCPH up.
Yeah, it makes no sense that retail and crap starts moving like right before Black Friday, acting like one day is going to change everything.
Yeah.
It does it every year.
Gonna be a
It's kind of
big
funny.
day, bro.
But yeah, it doesn't mean it's going to affect anything overall.
I'm joking, dude.
I know. No, I know you are. It just makes me laugh.
Well, and
that
now it's
burl.
like a Black Friday deal is like a whole month thing now.
Yeah, it's not even. It went from a day to a
It's not
week
even
to all
special
month.
day, yeah.
Yeah. It just became like all the retailers trying to beat each other to the deals. Not a single chart looks any good.
Dow Jones Industrial
That
Average
BIDU
up
would have been nice.
0.58%
It didn't have
after
any
the
volume.
open. S&P 500 up 0.45%, NASDAQ up 0.26%.
We all know what GPS can do. I personally will start smaller there if I do play it.
BBY, Best Buy CEO, says higher-end iPhones are going to be more difficult to find for holiday gifts.
AEO.
That on their media call, that's BBY and AAPL.
Order filled.
AEO.
I just started that. AEO.
I don't know, sad face.
Guess I should have waited an extra second. Would have got a better fill. Oh, gonna be one of those, huh?
Okay.
Burloid all.
PALI, Palisade Bio, halted on a circuit breaker.
You get into Baba, Devin?
Papa Alpha Lima, India. $3.75,
sorry.
up 69% now.
I just looked
on
over at it.
PALI.
Said, oh,
I got him late. I chased this thing down, but
Company
most of it
and,
here.
reported earlier fast track
I got 50
FDA
shares left.
designation for the
I
treatment
didn't take it
for
as heavy as I'd like. 'Cause I missed
accelerated
the
return
first
of
part
bowel
that
function
move.
following GI
Yeah.
surgery. That's Papa Alpha Lima, India.
I'll take it.
just
Order
covered some on
cancelled.
AEO.
Yeah,
Order
same.
filled.
I had order 53. I went to 54, fucker. So I took half. It was you, wasn't it? Front running me again.
I got on a 59. Covered
So
a
so the
59.
answer was
$50.
yes.
Yes.
God damn, Burlington.
I guess I should have covered all of it.
Yeah, of course, right?
Gotta stop on this above 75. Oh, 75.15.
And got a nibble on WW.
No, and it got me. Cool, cool.
The
Made a
website,
decent little bit.
themarkup.org,
I'll take it.
reporting tax filing websites have been sending users financial information to Facebook.
Couldn't give us that extra penny, huh?
Says
Never
Tax
can.
Filing Services
Never
said
can.
H&R Block,
Lately
HRB,
slow.
Tax Act, and Tax Slayer have been quietly transmitting sensitive financial information to Facebook when Americans file their taxes
BBB or
online.
BB was kind of pushing.
Shares of H&R Block fell to a low of 41.91 now, recovering 42.22 down.
Oh,
25
Steve,
cents.
that Pally is going a little crazy.
FOXO 11 KTB.
I don't know if you actually have shares.
No,
It's
just
halted. Yeah, it's halted.
It's got room to $134.
And Michael Echo Tango
I don't want to get in too early.
134.
Yeah.
CAT Caterpillar to deploy first battery electric mining truck in early 2024 to select group of customers. That's Charlie Alpha Tango.
EQT straight up.
Shares of Caterpillar right now up about 0.85% at $234.15. Charlie Alpha Tango. EBON, eBank International, shares halted on a circuit breaker. Shares trading today on a 1 for 30 reverse stock split.
What's your average on it, Tim?
Right here, 78.
Echo Bravo Oscar November.
81.
I was hoping that was a little fake out breakout. Went through high day by like 2 pennies, but now it's holding.
S&P
So.
futures falling
Yep.
39.64, up 6 right now.
Zoom's not letting me post pictures today, so sorry.
Order filled.
It's hoping right
Coming up
there.
at
It
10,
just dropped.
Richmond Manufacturing Index for November.
Yeah, I actually
-9.
added the half I took off there, anticipating that it was about to. But faked me out. Wake up!
When he goes in, that AEO,
Yeah.
that American Eagle.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah. Oh, it's working.
No, not really. Keeps
No,
getting
I'm
bought up.
I'm saying I can type in the room. I just can't.
Oh,
post in the
gotcha,
room.
gotcha.
I was trying to see why I couldn't type. Stupid Discord. I'm not gonna die over this. Bob is pushing back up. I'll keep on watch.
And it won't even give us the drop into the 70s.
No. Fighting right there at 80. So did your average go up on it when you added back in?
A penny.
Oh, so not really. So you're at 79.
Yeah.
Well, Gap's coming in a little bit. You'd expect AEO to come in a little.
You had to open your mouth, didn't you?
Shit.
I believe AEO was the one that had earnings, if I heard right this morning. I'm not positive on that though, so don't mark my words.
WW out all.
I thought I heard they had earnings today. I don't know what Gap. I didn't hear that one.
Yeah, they did.
Gap did too.
No, Gap was a few days ago, I think.
Oh, okay.
UCL small swing starts.
Gap's the sympathy mover there, and AEO's the actual earnings.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Order cancelled.
Well,
Order filled.
well, wish I would have took it all in the first drop, but fucking spiked all the way back up there.
Out AEO loss.
There goes my win streak. It's so funny. I was just looking at my stats last night and I was like, oh wow, I'm actually on quite a win streak here.
Was that one a loser?
Yes.
Sorry,
BT
Tim, I
up.
jinxed it.
You did. You're banned.
You're bad. We blame you. Alright.
Through 0.50, please.
Let's see.
I mean, it did work.
Get the loser out of the way.
But we only got that one little pullback. That was it. I was just expecting a little more out of it.
All the time, though.
Yeah, it wasn't. No, I care less. Just sucks. It was almost a $40 swing though, because if I would have took it all on that first drop versus where I ended up,
Gotcha.
and then it faked us out on that little breakdown.
AMGN, Amgen.
It's a little bit like a breakout, kind of on that daily, huh?
FDA investigating risk of
Bottoms.
severe hypocalcemia in
Fergup.
patients on dialysis
Here's
receiving
the 200.
osteoporosis medicine Prolia. That's Alpha Michael Golf
Does have some
November.
room. You can keep an eye on that one, see if it wants to have some continuation, maybe.
I don't. Jag, are you still in that?
I'd like for it to continue on downward.
Yeah, I added into it, so my average is 91 now.
Yeah. So Devin, be quiet.
Oh, sorry, guys.
I was like, I never heard Jag say he was out. Yeah. I didn't even know Thomas was in.
Well, I hope it dies for y'all.
Me too.
I wish it would have got to 20 or 19, and I'd have got my other ad.
Yeah, me too.
I probably would have jumped back in if it got up there, but wasn't enough of a pop.
What's your average, Thomas?
Poly open.
Way worse than yours, 70.
Okay.
Damn, you did what I did yesterday. Started that bitch early. Damn, look at Pally.
Still going?
Carrot
the
dollar
5
on
now.
way.
Did you just
LOL.
send one ad on that one, Thomas? Just out of curiosity.
No, I'm in 2 ads. I got room.
Okay. You got room, yeah. You started with the one, or you started with the full size?
No, I started with 1. That wasn't.
Morning, Looney.
Yeah,
Morning,
that
Hulk
wasn't
Fart.
anything to write home about. I got you.
Because the shares really shouldn't matter. To answer. I mean, if you really pay attention, you can see how many shares I have by looking at the montage, but the shares really shouldn't matter. And I'll always tell you if you ask.
Those are gotta be weird ones, because technically
really,
you want it
where
to
how
go
you trade in the
further
chart
to get
doesn't
better
really.
size.
But I like
affect
to
your,
go
share
faster
size.
when I'm doing this. You know what I'm saying? Just fucking sit here stalling and all that. Now it's like, all right,
that makes you wonder: is it just gonna do this graph and consolidate and
PALI
keep
halted
being
again on a circuit breaker.
I
Papa
got
Alpha Lima India $5.03.
TALI, is that the one
At
halting?
the highs now up 127%.
Oh, look at that, 127% up.
Yeah, they had a recent reverse split. It's a micro float.
Designation for LB 1140.
That other one on the pre-market was a micro float too. I can't remember the ticker. The one that was moving this morning. Somebody's got to know. ONCX.
Iran's nuclear head announcing enrichment program.
That started going
expansion.
late yesterday afternoon.
That from Financial Times.
That's a micro
Order
float
filled.
as well. 100 million. That's why I started looking at that and just going, okay, I don't think I want to trade this.
Take a little stab with this failing. Basically getting back in around where we got out. Either it works or it doesn't.
It's one and done, but not a big one. This is unfortunate. I don't even think it was AEO that had earnings. I think it was ANF. I think this is the one that had earnings last night. Or this morning, whenever.
Ferg. There you go. AEO's trying to roll over, Thomas.
Order filled.
So
89? Are you serious?
LOL. Dollar.
Thought I hit that one. And it says it went to 81, which is where my order was, and I never got that fill.
Kind of despise the way everything's moving today. Where did Bob end up going? Oh, she just kind of chopped around too. Oh. Bob has got to stay on watch. Is there anything really moving?
no.
Nope.
Yeah, I don't see it. It's there. It's
FEGLNT.
this
Ferg
ANF
asterisk.
is a pretty big gap up on that.
Order filled.
PALI shares resume trading now at $6.39, hitting a high.
Whoa.
What?
I hope Steve's not in Pally.
Oh yeah, just yeah.
Oh, maybe he. Hopefully he just got in and then got out.
That's Papa Alpha Lima, India.
That one actually moving. Ooh, we got some wicked spreads going on here.
Out all poly. Nice.
Dang, that thing. It's a cray.
I jumped in this ANF, but the spread is really wacky. Well, I just got subbed out. That is what it is. Small one. That spread was weird. I didn't like that. Second I got in, it went to like 15 cents. I was like, what? In my favor, but still, I hate that crap.
UCL locks some lunch dollar, let the rest ride.
I'm not gonna say it out loud to them guys, but this looks heavy. Yeah.
Covered some more.
I was getting ready to say I don't want to jinx you guys, but it looks heavy. I'm sorry. It would have went a little bit sooner, but I tried to jump back in. But so that's my fault. I made it take a little longer. My bad.
That's all right.
Yo.
Yeah.
That's actually my fault because I'm in it.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Wow, what a dick. Not even up 20%. What are you doing?
Yeah, what are you doing?
Everybody else was in. I felt left out. I missed Burlington by literally 25 cents at $1.91. And that moved back $10 on me. So I chased that down. I still never got it. So I was like, you know what? Let me try a little AEO. Seems like the one to be in.
I didn't get in it.
You're nobody.
I just got out.
I just got out.
Yeah. Papa's a nope.
That doesn't look like it was a very fun trade for anybody, so I don't really care, but
Now it's gonna die, but that's all right. I gotta leave anyway.
have fun at your neck injection, man.
Yeah.
Hope it does die now.
Be here when you return if you want to come in.
All right. Yep. Well, you guys have fun. Good luck with. Hope something moves.
Thanks, bro. Says everybody out of AEO.
Except me.
Except Steve.
Hey, he's waiting to go red, then green, then red, then green, then red again.
Well, he's got to go red by at least
Coming
$1
up, the
on
Richmond
this, so we
Manufacturing
should all
Index
be long in.
expecting -9.
You should.
He hasn't been doing that anymore, though. That. He's been trading with a little more.
Bit of discipline. A little bit.
A little more discipline.
I don't like-
Not a lot, but
Well, not a lot. No, I don't like that
a
move.
little bit.
That move sucks.
Well, now that most of you are out of it, I honestly think that's going higher, but I have no clue.
Well, I'm in it, so of course it is.
Well, I know. I mean, when you're in it, I don't care saying that because we assume it's going higher if you're in it. Yeah, as long as it holds over VWAP, it's kind of bullish.
Where's BWAP at?
We're bouncing, I think 1470.
Richmond Manufacturing Index -9.
We'll let it play out a
versus
little bit.
October
See what happens.
-10.
I have a little wiggle room here. It's also single entry.
In line with estimate.
Weak, man. Like, I mean, Bob actually did okay for a setup. I didn't look at it when I got up to like 76s.
WMG
76,
earnings.
Chase it down. Take what I can get. All of you can post in the room.
CFRX Contrafect Zacks Small Cap Research with a $3 price valuation. Charlie Foxtrot Romeo X-Ray CFRX.
Burlington has so much more to fall. I really want to chase it.
Burlington?
Yeah. It was in the 191 range, and I went to put an order in at 191.75, and it just missed me. Didn't fill me when it went to 192, and I chased it down and down and down, and just never got filled. But that's probably got another $10 coming back. And that gets it back up to like 187. Maybe I'll try it.
You anything up, Tim?
No.
BTBT, Bit Digital Chief Strategy Officer Sam Tabar to appear on Benzinga Live YouTube TV at 11:05 a.m. Eastern Time. That's Bravo Tango, Bravo Tango.
I can't post anything into them. Just tried to post like a picture. Weird.
GRND Grinder shares halted on a circuit breaker. Golf Romeo November Delta.
Grinders halted again. See if your chart, your stock's going crazy.
Nice.
Might want to get on that.
Yeah, I'm a platinum member. Sponsored by Pets. The best of both worlds.
Yeah, let's see that.
CPRX.
Watching CPRX.
Are you watching CPRX?
Yeah, it's slow, but it could get some volume. It's a nice looking chart.
My daughter just got back from the orthodontist. She's got braces on.
Not
Congrats.
Yeah, you know, it's like signing off another $7,000.
DKS.
Yeah, that's something that'll be nice in the future, though. One less thing to worry about is crooked teeth.
Nah, wasn't even a debate. You know, these things, you got to do them.
Yep.
Sorry, just want to put on my chart.
Some people
They're done.
can't afford it, so it's one of those things you just gotta be grateful for.
Given all the other stuff that insurance companies pay for absolutely no reason, I feel like braces should be one of the ones that it should cover.
I agree with you. I think it's ridiculous they don't cover braces.
Yeah, me too, because I would have had them, but I didn't. Like I said, whoever has had them, be grateful. I got lucky. My teeth actually aren't that bad, but I mean, my bottom teeth are horrible, but never could afford them.
Almost 11 years.
Do it now. Do Invisalign.
Yeah, I've thought about it, but I can't afford them now either.
Like some things never change.
Not in the extra money phase at this point.
You got an $850,000 house. We're not getting
To us, it's a $600,000 house. We only paid 66%.
Well, then maybe you can get like 14 of your teeth straightened and leave the other third alone.
Yeah, I looked into that Invisalign thing, and it's pretty pricey.
It is, but it
GRND
works. Like, that's more for
Grinder
adults. If
shares
they
you
looked
do
at it for
trading.
her, like, nah, for
Continuing
kids,
higher
you
Gulf
did the
over
right thing,
November
braces.
Delta.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is, I would only need it. I would only need it. Isn't that the same thing, pretty much?
What?
It kind of is a little
A
bit.
Smile Direct.
Supposed to be more reasonable than Invisalign.
Milder, yeah, it's a similar process as Invisalign, yeah.
Supposed to be more reasonable, though. That's why it kind of gained success.
Yeah, I mean, I would only need it for my bottoms. My tops are fine.
You should look into it, man.
And thankfully, I'm one of those people that, like, when I smile, like, it's really just my top
Bottom
teeth. It's
teeth
like,
don't show.
yeah, for the most part.
Yeah, I'm the same. But my bottom teeth are straight because I had braces.
All right, Mr. Silver Spoon, you want to rub it in a little bit more?
My single mother who worked every day of her life paid for my braces. Silver Spoon for sure. No dad in the picture. No extra money from a dad.
With 3 sisters,
Silver Spoon
too.
for sure. You were more Silver Spoon than me.
Not a chance.
WW up.
Absolutely. You had a mom and a dad. I only had a mom.
Until I
Took
was
care of
11.
3 kids. I had a single mom who took care of 3 of us.
Sometimes I think that would have been better.
Really? It was rough.
Well, at least you didn't have to deal with all the fighting and arguing and getting yelled at because they were mad at each other every day.
That is true.
That is true. I told my parents so many times to get divorced because I
Are
didn't
you
want to hear the
serious?
screaming and fighting. Oh yeah.
Yep.
All they did was scream and fight at each other. I told them, I said, just get divorced and be done. And my father was like, I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to leave her to fend for herself because she can't.
It's so crazy to hear. My parents fought
So-
once.
Once in your life?
Yep. Once while growing up.
Yeah, and
You know what they-
one of them disappeared
they
after
said?
that fight.
No. My parents are an anomaly. Anomaly? Nominal. Whatever that word is.
Anomaly?
Yes, because they
Anomaly.
worked together and everything. They like ate lunch together. It's fucking crazy.
You know what that
DKS
fight
double
was?
top.
They were fight- I can't believe you brought that Devin home from the firehouse. Not that DT home from the firehouse.
CPRX out
I
all.
wasn't there.
Don't want to be, but don't want the fight either. DKS nibble.
Yeah, I'll never forget the old "there's two sides to every story," and boy, did I ever hear two sides to every story. It's like, yeah, I feel like most of my childhood was just listening to them complain about each other more
Ads
so
in
than like
111.90
being loved
and
and like
112.5.
all the stuff that I hope to never put my kids through.
That's horrible.
Sounds traumatic.
It was. That's why I tried to. I
DKS
wasn't trying to be
earnings
mean
PSA.
or like act like you were actually fed a silver spoon. I was just saying there's no chance that I feel like yours was probably worse than mine. It was pretty bad.
This sucks. No, my childhood was good. It was good. I don't have no complaints.
It was good until that all started, but then when that started, man, it was bad. But it taught me a lot of things in life. It taught me how I don't want my
Something you
kids
would
to
not
perceive
do.
me. Yeah, exactly.
I'm not gonna do this.
Yeah, the fighting was one of the reasons why I got divorced, because I didn't want to put my kids through what I went through. Rather
Punch.
figure out 2 new lives than keep fighting the rest of our lives.
That's what that was me, man. I with that last one, I was like, I mean, I could say I was saying with it for the kid, and I was like, this is no good for the kid. Like, she's gonna we'll just witness us hating each other because I hate this chick. I have to go.
Did some numbers come out? SPY is going. Or is it just kind of breaking out?
I think I have Charlie on in the room. I didn't hear anything.
Yeah, I didn't hear nothing either.
I do. I don't know because the room's not letting me post or anything. I'm wondering if I'm.
Do you have a script for your high day stop loss hotkey that closes a specific percentage of the position?
All the
Yeah,
naughty
you can do
pictures
that.
you're posting.
Darn. Knew I shouldn't have posted those.
Come on, lady. Left, right, or straight? Those are your choices. Right, now you go left. Good girl.
Son has a friend over, so keeps asking me to help him with doing stuff. There goes AEO. Good thing I gave you that drop, I guess, huh?
Oh, thank you so much. All right, have a great day.
Oh wait, I forgot Steve's in there.
What?
AEO.
Oh, whoa, what happened? Oh my God. I looked away for 1 second. That sucked.
Tim, do you have a script? So this high day
I was actually
stop
thinking,
loss.
You know what? This is probably just going to go higher. I should put a
If you
stop
take
in here,
this
and I did
and
it.
you just you change this to, let me make sure I get it right.
And I
So there's
didn't.
time, yeah, so times. So you would put stop at high of day position. You would change this to like times 0.75. So that would do 75% of your
Alright.
position.
Was that a fake out?
And then you would
Or
just
just the
change
new
it. If you want
norm?
it 90, you just do 90, whatever you want it to be, 50, whatever.
close this at break even. And now it's going to drop. That's annoying. I could have added a little bit.
It said, "Oh yeah, you want to add? Here you go."
What are you guys doing to me here? What do we do?
Well, I'd like to tell you, I cannot tell you that.
Trade your plan.
Playing your trade. Trade your plan.
Well, my plan was to put a trail in when it got down, like when I was up like 30 cents and I missed it. And now my break even of 1502. I'm not sure what to do now.
Well, you were green. Now you're red. Now you're gray.
That's what I was
There we
thinking.
go.
Which plan?
So
Green, red, red, green.
yeah, green, red, green, green, red. My fish tank is red, so.
Did it do what you originally thought it was going to do? If not, get out.
It was getting
That's
closer.
not financial advice, though.
Getting closer.
So it wants to give you that ad first, it looks like.
It does look like that. Gave me 2 chances to get out when I was sitting here. I didn't take them. Let's see, they're gonna 1550 or 1450. Where are you gonna be? It looks like all the retails are going up right now.
What are you in? AEO?
Yep. That's annoying.
HITI kinda worth I thing and still needs the go go go. Asterisk thin.
Shares of NVIDIA, NVDA, near the highs now, 155.43, up about 1.5%. November Victor Delta Alpha.
Kitty. NDT, you want a cat?
SCPH up. Volume, spread sucks. SI up.
Getting quiet in here early, guys. I'm so tempted on that CPRX. I think that's gonna go.
Have you
all
changed
the
your
way
method
back
since
down.
you left Twitch? Reason I ask, you mentioned something about nibble. Is that new? Not really.
Every time it gets up towards the top of
Just
the
about to do a
channel,
chat
it changes
session
to
with
the
DOS
bottom of
support to get that specific script. Gotcha. Did you want it? I have it. I'm pretty sure that's in the Discord under the
Keep an eye.
what's it? Did I
VIRI, Virios Therapeutics.
called hotkey
price
button
valuation
scripts?
From Zacks Small Cap Research. That's Victor
See
India,
what's in
Romeo,
there.
India.
Yeah, stop at Hive Day. You would just have to add that position times whatever. Not seeing the P&L on each trade or share size. Is that limitations of YouTube screen? That's not why I changed it. I just changed it because I feel like it's not needed. I mean, you guys can see that I'm trading a real account and you can see my average. I mean, seeing share size and P&L is really just entertainment value. Plus, I'm trading small enough to where it shouldn't matter, and it shouldn't matter anyway. That's kind of the whole point of taking it away, is that whether I'm making $10, $100, $1,000, it really shouldn't matter. What matters is where you enter the trade, how you trade the chart, and like, I mean, average cost is nice to know just because, I mean, you can see it on my chart anyway when I'm in a trade. I just don't see the relevancy
on way.
of having P&L up on the screen. Here you go, Steve. You get the ad? I mean, I'm not hiding anything. I'm down $10 today. And I mean, I show my P&L at the end of every day in my Discord. I'm not hiding it. I just don't see the need for it to be up there. That's all. So like my unrealized, I took that off for me. I used to have a sticky note covering it up, but I was getting tired of the sticky note being on my screen for when I play games and stuff. So I just decided to take that off completely. That's so true. Oh, God damn it. I mean, I know my system works. Look at my P&L chart. I mean, that it speaks for itself. I had one little blunder in there, but that was because I didn't follow my own strat. I tried doing something different, and that's what it looks like. If you add in, if you get rid of those trades where I didn't trade how I was supposed to, like my strategy, this is what it looks like. I don't know if you guys can see it.
GME plenty.
GME moving?
What's Steve's average? Does anybody know?
He said 1502 without an ad. I think it's gonna make me scoot it over to fit it.
CPRX looks like I'm not one to
Yeah.
try to run.
So if you look at it without those mistake trades in there, I mean, that's what my P&L would look like. I mean, the thing would be basically be straight up, but I decided to go ham on YOLO or ham on Tesla for some stupid reason. And that cost me $1,000. And then I tried trading extended stocks that weren't fast, which was GPS and Veru. So that big blunder there is $2,000 down the drain, basically, all because so GPS and Veru was me trying something different, which is what started it. It was about half of this, and then I tried trading Tesla to the long side the day that Elon started selling all those shares, and it just never bounced. So I basically got caught in that, and it was my own fault. But I shouldn't have lost more than like $300 on that. But I got emotional with it, and I kept trying to make sure I didn't miss the bounce. And I ended up losing max loss that day, which was $1,000. So I lost $2,000 in the span of 2 weeks, and that's what this drop was. But as you can see, if I would have just left that alone and not changed how I was trading at all, I would have been looking pretty good. But unfortunately, that's not the reality. The reality is that bottom line, which is now this line. So it is what it is. I can't change it. I'm not trying to change it. So you learn from your mistakes. Where are you going to be in 2 days? I'm going to say Washington, D.C. Yeah, I am trying to increase size. So that's the last part of all of this. 2 years basically of proving that what I'm doing is working. Now it's time to increase the size. Oh, Bangkok. So you're actually going to be going from LA to Bangkok. Look at that. Pretty sure baby is with a Y, not a E. Just saying. Because I'm assuming that's what you meant. Bangkok, baby.
Anything at all?
No, just AEO back up.
CPRX trying to push.
RIG Transocean shares popping to the high.
CPRX
Like
activity in the
volume
February
area that I'd like to see.
$5 calls. That's Romeo India Golf. RIG.
I just can't get into that one for a short.
That's CPRX.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean it's extended as hell.
ATNX,
it's kind of known to pull back from up here, but
results of
I feel very similar to them.
To authorize a reverse stock split.
Like everything in me says, yeah, we should short this, but then everything in me says, don't short that.
An increased number of shares. That's Alpha Tango November X-ray.
SPY just took a hard dump.
Did it really?
Bangkok babe? Calling me a babe?
SPY's been wacky today too, which is kind of... Look at the SPY chart, man. It's crazy, huh?
It definitely trades with some range as of late. A lot of fake outs too.
And I feel like there is opportunity with range on a lot of these stocks, but it's really hard to predict it.
Yeah.
You know, that's the hard part. Is I think when the SPY trends, like I was saying the other day, life is easier as a trader. Because then stuff just does what it does. When the SPY is not ranging, stuff is very unpredictable.
Like I've had GME up forever. There was no way I could get in this.
Dun, dun. This do. Yeah, Steve, Pally is the one you should have traded.
Which one are you talking about, Thomas? CPRX?
No, GME I had up as well.
Oh, GME, man, that's that one's out of my comfort zone as of late.
Yeah.
Funny part is GME's been trading way more normal than a lot of these other tickers. And it gets stuffed every time it tries to go up. Like, look at the daily. Minus the move it made back in March, it looks like. Like, every time it's tried to pop, it's got stuffed. Look at all those wicks. And then it's like after a while, people just give up on it. Just downtrends for a while.
Well, I hope Steve had a stop loss in or something.
Nah, I don't have a stop loss
I was
in.
going to say, what do you think?
I was hoping.
No, I don't have a stop loss in, but I might add at some point. I only have one entry at 15.02. It's not like I'm down $3 yet.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
You're barely down anything.
Yeah.
If you're patient with the ad, it can look,
I'm pissed that I missed Burlington while I was watching this one. I said I wanted to add Burlington at 187 and I missed it.
Are you in that?
Burlington? No, I want to get in.
Oh, gotcha.
That thing's going to come back down to like 175 or 170 today.
Well, then what's the matter where you get in?
Because I don't want to go down $4.
I'm confused.
he doesn't want to write it up $4 before it goes down.
Oh, he doesn't want to go down $4.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
And Pally had no shares. I tried that one earlier.
Yeah, I figured as much. I was just being funny. I doubt many places had shares on that.
Carrot.
This AEO is going to end up at 1450. It's just so stupid right now. Just wasting my time looking at it.
Fidelity's moving. FIS.
Really dead? Like, we haven't heard him say anything about any of this stuff.
And you think this is like he would have no problem saying stuff about this when it's so slow. It's like you'd almost be itching to say something.
Yeah, it makes me nervous about taking him because I don't really know what the news is, you know?
He's not the talkative type today.
No. Not sharing anything with us, which is not cool, Charlie. Not cool.
Thought about getting in there, but I was looking for that 6420 on that last candle. Now I'm like, eh.
It's a green 17 times here. Let's go. Now we're done.
I guess I should have just jumped in.
Fist dollar.
Those are just not my plays.
With you on that one.
I mean, it would have been had it went up to into like 6420s and 30s, but
deep
I did not like the volume one. I'm sitting there looking at the volume. It's like, okay.
Yeah, it wasn't great, but it was moving pretty quickly. But it just seemed a little back and forth. It never seemed like it was just continuous. Fluid, as you would say.
META, the leak reporting Mark Zuckerberg set to resign next year.
Wait, what?
Mark Zuckerberg's gonna resign?
No way. Really?
Is that
That's what I thought I heard.
Mark
Fake
Zuckerberg's
news.
set to resign next year?
Why?
Hey, how are ya? Be good. I'll put it in there for you.
Maybe he realized that the whole meta shit ain't gonna work.
Thanksgiving.
FTX seeks indemnification for asset protection efforts. That from court documents reported by Reuters.
It's crazy how he's not getting those extra little pushes.
FISLNT. FIS stop B/E at this point.
That news is doing nothing to Meta stock.
The CEO's retiring? Oh, well.
I'm not sure that matters.
White House's Kirby says we continue to support the oil price cap.
Zuckerberg may retire next year.
Joking, well. They're saying Elon Musk is going to
SILNT.
I don't think he wants anything to do with fucking Facebook bullshit.
Why does he want anything to do with Twitter?
He just wanted to get Trump back on. The only way to do it was for him to buy the company.
It's a big move just to get Trump reinstated into Twitter.
It'd be funny if Trump was funding Musk's purchase of Twitter through back channels.
That'd be something.
That would be. All of a sudden, every Democrat is banned off Twitter.
That would be hilarious.
Slowly but surely, taking them one by one. Sorry, sir, we don't know what's wrong with your account. We don't know why you can't post anything anymore. We'll work on this right away.
Yeah, Meta released a scientific AI. Had all the published science papers. It was supposed to be some fancy science database AI thing, and all it did was spit out false information. They shut it down 2 days later.
Oh, so it was a political AI, not a science-based one.
Pretty much.
Sorry for mislabeling it.
Yeah, we got lots of choppy looking charts out here today.
I heard Amazon was starting to shut down Alexa.
Really?
What's that?
For what reason? For what
Because
reason?
they're losing money.
Oh, really?
So they were trying to make money off of gathering information, data cells. And what most people
Okay.
use Alexa for, they can't collect data on because most people use it for like music, weather,
Turn music on.
Turn the
that
lights
kind
on
of
and
thing.
off.
And they're not making any money on it. They're losing billions on it, or millions supposedly. So
It's
most
people
of the
aren't using
layoffs
it.
they did
Okay.
were all from the Alexa department.
That's crazy.
Thanks for the upgrade there, David. I almost didn't know it was coming. I was gonna say they're not getting the crap where they're like, Amazon, reorder this, or Amazon,
Yeah.
buy this. It's like, who would do that? Doesn't make any sense. Amazon or Alexa, order me pizza from Domino's.
Yeah, I don't feel aware of
I'm
that.
losing money from some guy in Jersey who keeps returning shit.
I think people only thing they use for ordering is just add to the shopping list because you don't feel like writing it down or whatever. You say Alexa add.
Yeah, I need to start actually using that. That would be so much easier than trying to, because I always say, babe, put this on the shopping list because we have an app that we use. But it would be a lot easier to just tell Alexa to do it.
Yeah.
She wouldn't argue with you about it.
I think it would be that'd be the only sensible thing because you always remember shit like while you're doing something like, oh shit, I need butter. My mom's still old school. She has a notepad on the refrigerator to write stuff down.
We have that too.
Wife's got that. Anytime somebody wants something, you just add it onto the list, and then she'll look at it and decide whether we actually need it or not, and buy it or don't buy it. I usually put inappropriate things on there. She doesn't buy them.
Black cock.
Oh, that she doesn't have to pay for.
She gets that for free.
That's right. It's amazing how many Amazon deliveries we get. I look at the Amazon thing, there's nothing ordered. Why is he always there? I don't understand.
I hope my new laptop screen comes tomorrow. I'm gonna be fucked on vacation.
Today.
Ain't nothing like breaking your laptop like 2 weeks before you go on vacation.
He really wants me to add, doesn't it?
Did you say something, Steve?
I said AEO really wants me to add, doesn't it? Nope. Can't make up its mind.
U.S. Senators Klobuchar
Yes.
announced hearing on lack of competition
That's a
in ticketing
Pennsylvania
industry after
I need
problems
a
in
hug.
Ticketmaster sale of Taylor Swift tickets. That's Lynn Yankee Victor.
Your side of town or mine?
Pittsburgh.
Neither.
I was trying to remember if that was the same company as that was popular.
NVDA, NVIDIA hitting new highs, 156.75.
My
A long time
Some
ago.
call activity.
No, that was
They couldn't play together because they were trying to play.
Weekly 165 calls now on NVDA, NVIDIA. Shares of Meta popping now, 111.02. After that early report saying that CEO Mark Zuckerberg could retire next year. That's Michael.
As nice as that trade looks, I did not make that much money.
You lost the win in pretty small.
I went in small. I didn't fully trust that dude.
All right, fine. I added.
AEO is making a little bit of a move.
All right, I added. Fine.
You added it?
I did. My average now. Oop. That's not the one.
And I hate the way that thing's moving, to be honest.
So slow. 15 average is now 1527.
Today's been better than yesterday for me. So that's good news. Yesterday was kind of crappy. Today's kind of crappy too, but Buy is making a little bit of a move. Take this one off. The CPRX won't stop either. Could that do anything to get you interested, Thomas, or is that just like a no-go?
Yeah, no, I ain't done nothing.
They would have to just really give a push for you.
Yeah.
See, I honestly don't know because I do not like where it is. I don't like what it's done. I liked it below 1680. Up here, I'm a little nervous on it. Maybe if it pushed right now to 1760. Feel good where I dumped those last 25 shares of FIS, but I just didn't make that much off that super trade. Let's see.
Holy shit, Steve is green.
Was he really?
Did he add?
He did.
Yeah, he said 1527 was his average.
Oh, nice.
Allo up. Needs the go-go.
anything lacking?
No. Just Steve trying to be more green.
I got a feeling the CPRX is going to have such a big drop. But I also have a feeling I'm not going to be in it.
Got a very key area on the daily there.
E-Pricks.
Yeah.
CPRX 17.20 plus orders out. BNSO YOLO.
This SPY is crazy, man. Grind, 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 grind. Flush! How much is your 43-inch monitor working out? Are you on it now? Yes. Yes, yes, yes.
That was looking a little bullish, huh?
Let me, I'll pull it up on my computer. So 43 in the middle, the old 34 upright on the left, and then I kept one of the 24s and put it on the right. It'd probably look a lot better with the other 24 over here, but more real estate.
The level at which I want to short CPRX is very high.
So just use smaller size.
What's up?
So don't be afraid of it. Just if you want to take something and you're skeptical about it, you start it with smaller size. It's not financial advice, by the way.
No.
Damn,
I'm just saying.
You're making me hungry.
If I want to trade something and I'm still a little unsure about it, if I am going to trade it, I'm going to start it with smaller size because I'm unsure about it. Because then if that way, if I'm wrong, it won't hurt as much. But if I'm right, then I make money. It's not as much as maybe I normally would.
CPRX all-time highs at 17.22. Fake out breakout would be great.
Yeah, what is that? 1722? Is that what David said? Yeah. 1722 is the all-time high.
CPRX nibble.
EWAC, Digital World.
Said, what all-time high? What all-time high?
Up 5.5%. That's Delta Whiskey Alpha Charlie.
Look at the crazy uptrend this thing's been on.
Like, I'll show you an all-time high. Yeah, it's quite the straight up type move.
I'll let it go. That's Steven with the turn signal on or something?
Yep.
It was.
You did it, didn't you?
Did what?
I was talking to Devin.
I did not. I'm watching it.
Yeah, that's Steve.
Guilty.
I don't know how you trade from a phone, man.
DWAC nibble.
Poorly. Anybody can
You
do
get
it.
used to it.
Just press a button and drive, and hopefully, when you next time you look at it, it's in your direction.
Yeah, and on E-Trade also.
CPRX
E-Trade's
taking
fine.
some
I've been
dollar.
using E-Trade since I started trading. So.
Oh no, E-Trade itself is fine. I'm just saying using their app.
The reason that he can trade from a phone is because he's not trying to be
With
in
the
and
lock
out of a trade.
CPRX2.
Like he's okay
I'd
just
like to
getting
be,
in. Well, yeah, I'm just saying, but you know that the odds are you're going to be in it for a while.
I'd like to be in and out of a trade. That's my plan, is to be in and out of a trade in 2 minutes. It just doesn't always work that way.
You should have used never, not all.
Shut up.
Have I ever heard him be in a trade less than 2 minutes?
I have.
I know you probably have.
Usually when I press the wrong button, but sometimes it's planned. See if we can get AEO back under 15. That'll make it for a very nice trade now.
Oh, you're waiting.
265. We got a while now.
Yeah, CPRX is slightly grindy for me today,
CPRX
man.
dollar.
I don't want to take that.
Oh, jeez. About the wrong direction. 1527.
Yeah, you're green.
If it breaks right here, he's good.
Yeah.
It's got to break this 1513 level.
Yeah. Stay below that red.
Trade
Stay below whatever red. There's a red line here. Whatever this is, it's got to stay below it.
The 50
Amanda
average, probably.
is
I think
annoying.
that's what
She does it
we decided
because
you see
she
all the time.
doesn't want to walk out there with Tucker, so she's open.
I got 3 lines here: the 9, the 50, and
But now he's
VWAP.
getting used to it.
And it's probably not close
Dog
to any
used
of
to.
those, but maybe the 50.
Yeah, it's sitting on the 50.
Tell her
right
that. You're
now.
telling the wrong person. I yell at her every day.
Which happens to be the 23.6 as well.
No, he's not. He's upstairs.
You still been drawing those out?
BNSOK
Oh,
is
yeah.
on the way.
I literally. I agree.
You notice they're not
I'll yell at
holding
her
as
again right
much
now.
right now?
I tell you, I haven't been putting much thought behind it because I use it to where I put my profit out to take profit.
Gotcha.
But I haven't been paying too much attention for that reverse play that I was watching because I'm not to that point yet.
Just because it's been slow and not much to look at anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah, gotcha. I haven't been doing them as much because I was, and they just, nothing's like obeying anything per se, you know? We're in choppy markets suck for any of that stuff, for my experience. You need a lot of momentum for that stuff to work. Take away momentum and none of this really works. I mean, even those like AEO, I mean, look how shitty those pullbacks were just because really no momentum here.
CPRXLNT.
Baba, same thing. PDD had a little momentum in the morning, but the volume felt light. Moved fast though. Everything looks like trash to me. Steve, you're becoming a rock star in the room for being the car trader.
Thanks, Mr. Bangkok. It is nice, man. I fit everything that I had on the main screen and my left screen onto the main screen now. So now I have the whole left screen and the whole right screen to basically do whatever I want with. But the right screen I always used just Discord and OBS anyway, which is what I still use it for. But now I don't need that little mini monitor that I had just for OBS.
TBLT go go.
I'll BRB, boys.
Watching TBLT. Oh, come on, you got more than that. I was kind of hoping for at least the 3 test there.
I'm gonna take it you didn't use your load button, huh?
No, I was kind of just doing the math in my head, but I was gonna keep scrolling, but then it kind of stopped, so I just stopped scrolling. Yeah, I was scrolling up to 300 because I was like, well, if I get the 3 tests, I get the 10 cents. It's $30. It's easier to do when you can see the range. Don't always need to use the button. Still hasn't broke 280, which is kind of what I was saying was my stop. Or, I mean, I still would want it higher at this point.
Ugh, I'm so stupid. I'm fighting around with AEO when Burlington moved $6 from where I was going to get in.
You said it was going to end up at 175.
I know. And I tried to get in again. I got greedy. I was like, wanted another 50 cents, and one was at like 186, and it never went there. So stupid. This is how I can trade from my phone, by making stupid moves or not making them. Anybody can do this. Does not
Go to
take skill.
Bangkok, you take 2 32-inch monitors, 17-inch laptop with a pluggable
Take some
docking
kind of
station, and
skill.
continue trading working from.
Not
Yeah,
really.
man.
I mean,
That's
the
the
skill
dream.
to
That's what I
trade while you're
plan
driving, yeah,
to
probably
do
a
in the
little bit of skill
future.
for that.
We.
The skill is more in crashing than actually making money.
Look, bro, I think you're special in so many ways.
Yeah, Olympic special.
I mean, I didn't say we're kind of special. I just said special.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I'm the one that takes the short bus to school. Hey, now I'm right on AEO.
That is the dream. Got the laptop already. Definitely don't have 2 32-inch monitors to plug into a docking station though. And that sounds like a sweet setup. You got any pictures of it?
I must deserve it at this point.
I'm feeling some really negative vibes coming from you right now.
Dylan, thanks for the sub, man. Appreciate it. Starting to get a little hungry. SPY looks pretty heavy. Oh, and there it goes.
AUVI, Applied UV subsidiary. Sterlium has been granted Canadian patent system for neutralizing pathogens on tactile surfaces. That's Alpha Uniform Victor India.
It's coming back Thursday, yeah, but I'm not sure. No problem.
Charlie been saying anything? Because I've had him off for a minute here and I totally forgot.
Nah, he's been pretty quiet on my end.
You never have him on. Douchebag. I am watching this CPRX and really feeling like I should push the button.
Hit the 1,000 share button.
Thank you so much.
I feel like
There
you
you go.
that button.
No problem. Thanks, you too.
I don't even have that button. It'll feel good. Do it. Yeah, it's just so slow, man. I have so much trouble taking slow trades.
FIS, Fidelity National Information Systems, share is near the high, 63.95, up about 4%. Bloomberg reported earlier that the company cut thousands of jobs. That's Foxtrot India Sandy.
Look at that fist all the way back up. FIS.
Yeah, grinding its way all the way back up there.
Let him take that.
Look at the SPY. That thing got bought up too. Crazy.
I have noticed on these ones like FIS, you know, when it's like a big company or whatever, and they have those big runs, yeah, you normally get that big
I have it
pullback.
set up today. Still
Nine
working on
times
the
out
usual
of 10,
desktop
they'll
setup.
just way
3
back up at
32-inch
the top.
monitors. Actually, I just took one down to
I
begin
can
packing for
figure
the
out a
trip.
way
Leave
to
tomorrow.
long those too.
Nice,
and
man.
just wait
Seriously
for
though,
that
enjoy the
pop
trip.
again. You
I mean, I know you've been there,
double
etc.
whammy those. Unless it goes all the way back down to ground zero, then it's just nothing. But you pull back and you hold VWAP or you hold a moving average.
Oh, holy
probably
crap.
going back up.
I don't know if I like that kind of range. That thing just dropped a point in literally a second. I think I'm gonna
Steve's
stay away
going
from it.
back
I'm
to
not
red.
really-
Oh
I
yeah.
think I'm ready for.
There's no other way, right?
I got away from this kind of trade. The last few were not like this.
I'm excited this weekend. I'm going to put up Christmas decorations. That always starts out fun and then ends up frustrating. Come here, dude. Right there. You good?
I like what I changed to. I got the couple little blow up things, and I got the thing you plug in that you point at the house, and it just does a design on the house. Easy peasy.
Let's go full screen today. You won't be able to see my montage in the bottom left.
I've kind of created a monster with Christmas decorations.
My screen's fairly big now, so much easier to see.
And I don't know how to put this monster back in the box,
better,
man.
I think, but right now you guys can kind of get the picture. Just see what
Every year I go bigger, and I'm just like, now I feel I have to go bigger.
I was watching SAVA, but that's a lower float. We also
Like it's expected of me now, you know?
Pretty sweet float.
Felt like such a good idea when I started it. Now I'm like, Guys, it took me 4 days to do it last year. That's a long time.
President of the European Commission, Ursula von der Leyen, confirms that TikTok's data transfers are under investigation and object of several ongoing proceedings. That from the FCC commissioner tweet.
What's your plan over there, Steven, on your awesome trade?
Shares of Snap.
I'm basically break even. So
Alpha Papa.
don't really have a plan right now.
Just waiting.
Yeah, I don't expect to take a huge loss on it, but it'd be nice if I made some money.
FTX attorney says FTX continues to suffer cyber attacks as bankruptcy begins. Substantial assets are missing.
It's hard to see this thing running up to 16 bucks on earnings that came out and have already been digested. You never know with these things.
That's the truth.
Next time I should have just gotten in my 100 shares at 191 in AEO and just let it ride. Be up 10 bucks right now. Oh well. But I'm worried about 3 or 4 cents here.
I'm near positive I'm gonna kick myself on CPRX, but I can't do it.
I will be back. I'm going to get my lunch.
I'm gonna go check on the minor child that is in my house.
TBLT stop B/E.
That's probably the responsible.
So guys, who's
NETA,
like super
Meta,
excited to hear me complain
Andy
when
Stone
CPRX
from
is down at like
Meta
$14?
Communications Director at Meta, responding to that report
It's
earlier
fine if
that
I'm not
Mark
getting in,
Zuckerberg
so at least it'll be a different conversation.
would
It will be a different
retire next
conversation. I'll
year.
be like,
So
God,
that
I
was
should have got in. See?
I'm sure Thomas is looking forward to that. That's why he went to go get lunch.
He figured maybe by the time he gets back, I'll be in the mood. It's possible. I should go take the dog for a walk. Yeah, I'm gonna go do that, guys. I will return in about 15 to 20 minutes. Good luck. Good luck.
Triple top. We would have been looking for the extension through this area, which we kind of got, but not really. There we go, 570. We should have made this a range. Actually, I guess we still can. Let's see, 60. We wanted to get the 550. We'll do 555 and 605. Let's cancel this one. Stop, range, high, low. There we go. So we can see we can't get down to that arrow. All right, let's see if we can't put this together. Just based off of it previously being used here, and for it to really kind of break down through that, the odds are it would take most of the day. So it looks like yesterday's high of day as well is kind of sitting right here at 530. So there's a ton of support. So 3 pro accounts for a whole year It's a $360 value per account. We're giving away those as part of the 1,000 subscriber giveaway, so definitely go check that out if you don't have a journal and you're looking for one. This thing is it's pretty awesome. You can actually download, or not download, but sign up for the free account just to mess around with it now until the giveaway, and you can always use the free one after that, but it's just limited to what you can use. And then if you win the giveaway, you get a pro account for a whole year, so definitely go check that out.
Fiesta Southwest salad.
G7 in the EU set to aim to set Russian oil price cap on Wednesday around $60 a barrel. Could be as high as $70.
It's pretty good. I've been getting them for a few weeks now. They're $3 from Sam's Club. They come, it's like lettuce, and then there's a bunch of other stuff like the add-ons inside of a sealed baggie or whatever. You just cut them all up, dump them in a bowl, mix it up. There you go, $3 salad.
Anybody have any questions? And as we can see, my theory is being proven a little bit right here. We attempted to get down through there, kind of failed, and that area of 75 was kind of that key area. And once we got above that, it looks like we're going to try to slowly kind of at least climb back up and test VWAP there.
Can't really open it and show you. Hey, what's up, Hefe? How you doing? Yeah, we traded today. We traded on AEO. Went from a decent winner. Had we taken it all, added back looking for the break here, it faked us out. So we actually ended up down. It's like 15 bucks. And we added back in on the little fake break here. Was looking for the bigger breakdown, but it did kind of give it to us after we got out, but I was looking for this move here over here. And we didn't quite get it. Started to come back up. Wasn't going to let it go back against me. So we're still red on it overall, but that's really the only thing we traded. So pretty slow day. I just realized I didn't have it zoomed in. Sorry.
Crude getting a small pop in here, 81.65, up about 2% now.
Been a pretty crap day. SPY's been moving quite a bit though.
There's
The best part about these salads is you can just grill up some chicken, throw it in there. So good.
CING 5K.
NVDA, NVIDIA making new highs now, 158.86. November Victor Delta Alpha.
FTX tried to hide billions of dollars in fraud, and now their ex-CEO, Sam Bankman-Fried, is trying to convince everyone it was an accident. He isn't such a bad guy, he just got in over his head. And already there are financial commentators like Kevin O'Leary willing to vouch for him.
I just think he's a very interesting individual. Over time, we'll peel this onion, find out what happened. I don't think that guy has an evil bone in his body.
Now, it may not surprise you, but Kevin O'Leary is a paid spokesman for FTX. But even unpaid sources have parroted his claims. Take, for instance, the New York Times. They quote SBF saying he was just distracted and that's why FTX fell apart. Quote, had I been a bit more concentrated, that would have allowed me to catch on to what was going on the risk side. That's right, guys. If he only hadn't played League of Legends, he might have noticed he was stealing customer money. Now, of course, the New York Times was roasted for their uncritical take on Sam, as was Kevin O'Leary. But even respected financial journalists that I personally like Matt Levine of Bloomberg, have recently floated theories around that maybe this is fraud, but maybe not. Quote, I don't want to minimize the likelihood of intentional fraud and theft, but I want to say that the story of FTX also reads like what would happen if you and a few college friends set up a gigantic international financial exchange. Your friends are traders and engineers, not accountants and compliance officers. They're running a huge exchange and are too busy for paperwork. They move fast and break things. Now, stories like that, to me, leave me wondering, well, was this fraud at all? Or was it just a couple of college grads who didn't know the value of an accountant? Could be either one, right? And I want to address this, not because anyone in the media specifically believes that Sam isn't a fraudster, besides Kevin O'Leary probably, because of course there are plenty of legal reasons not to explicitly call someone a fraud. But I still think it's relevant to address these ideas and narratives either way, because you can be certain this is going to be SBF's defense. He may have been dumb, he may have been negligent, he may have made some mistakes, but he isn't a criminal. He already came out and said it once. I effed up twice. But instead of mentioning fraud, he says it's because of poor internal labeling that FTX fell apart, which I mislabel things all the time. And in a way, that's a compelling, simple explanation. Don't attribute to malice what you can attribute to stupidity. Or in this case, don't attribute to fraud what you can attribute to a polycule of 20-year-olds in the Bahamas getting in over their heads. That is basically what he wants you to believe. And so I'm here to answer that question. Could it possibly be that FTX is just a story of negligence? Well, the short answer is no. And the long answer is hell no. Since FTX unraveled, I've been speaking to Alameda insiders, FTX insiders, even people who called out FTX months ago, like short seller Mark Cohodes. And the one thing I'm positive of after all of it is that Sam is probably the greatest con man of our generation. The only real question I have is why did it take us so long to find this out? Now, as I share the evidence that supports this claim, bear in mind, compiling a complete post-mortem on FTX is admittingly difficult. A paper shredder leaves behind better evidence than Sam Bankman-Fried. Fried. Well, not freed for long. He's going to probably be in jail soon. But until that sweet day arrives, just understand that I don't have the full story yet. Nobody does. Even the people who have full access to the back-end evidence are still puzzled. In fact, the main person tasked with handling the FTX bankruptcy process also handled Enron, which is the definition of complicated corporate fraud. So you'd think it'd be no big deal, right? Nope. FTX is worse than Enron. Quote, never in my career have I seen such a complete failure of corporate controls. Not only that, he says that everything he got from SBF in the way of evidence, he has, quote, no confidence in, which, isn't great. This is probably because A, Sam has lied, and B, it sounds like everything in his empire was a mess. Allegedly, FTX was approving expenses with, quote, personalized emojis, and that Sam was communicating with disappearing messages that were set to auto-delete after, quote, a short period of time. Not only that, Sam encouraged employees to do the same. So understand that we don't have a full picture of what happened yet, in part because, well, they deliberately avoided leaving one. And I would actually point to this as the first piece of evidence of fraud. You don't show up to the scene of a crime with billions missing and find out all the evidence is destroyed and say, oh darn, maybe they accidentally torched it. No, that in of itself is suspicious. And deleting your text messages and encouraging your employees to do the same, that just screams that you're hiding something. But even though they didn't leave us much to go on, there's still tons of breadcrumbs that lead us to the same conclusion. For example, take the corporate structure of FTX and all their subsidiaries. We've talked about this. It's incredibly complicated, but I'm supposed to believe that the guy who set this up is the same guy who didn't know it was wrong for him to take from one company and steal it. Isn't this the same guy whose parents are both compliance lawyers, sticklers for the rules? You're telling me that guy doesn't understand what basic fraud is? Incidentally, this is actually why Kevin O'Leary thought this was such a safe bet.
I'm a paid spokesperson to FTX and a shareholder there too. And big advocate for Sam because he has two parents that are compliance lawyers. If there's ever a place I could be that I'm not going to get in trouble, it's going to be at FTX.
Yikes. And yet, even after being defrauded, Kevin says given the chance, he'd bet on Sam again.
If SPF knocked on your door again and said, look, I failed in my last venture. I have a new crypto venture. I need money. Would you back him?
That's a great question. No one's asked me yet. I think we can all admit, you can love him or hate him given what's happened, but he was one of the most brilliant traders in the crypto universe. He also built one of the most robust platforms. We used FTX actively. It was a very robust platform that allowed us to get information on a compliant basis. So I really like what he built.
Would you back him?
The answer would be yes.
Unbelievable. I don't understand how these people can't admit they were fooled by SBF and just end up making fools of themselves. Now, there's another part of this story I want to talk about, which was, of course, the revelation that FTX, the exchange, and Alameda Research, the trading firm, were actually sharing customer funds. And there's been some talk of, well, maybe this was just a lack of compliance or accounting. But I want to suggest to you that SBF was not lacking anything. He purposely and deliberately profited from the vague relationship between Alameda and FTX. And the first sign of this was when I spoke to an insider at Alameda. He told me that they would often use insider knowledge of the coins that were going to be listed on FTX, and then they would go buy those coins up, knowing that it would pump in price when it was finally listed. In other words, an easy profit could be made. This, by the way, is similar to what happened on Coinbase, and 3 people were arrested for insider trading in that case. But unlike Coinbase, this wasn't rogue employees. This was Alameda itself doing this. So let me get this straight. If it was criminal when 3 individuals did it, what does it mean when an entire organization does it? I even asked the Alameda insider if they thought that it was criminal behavior, and they told me, quote, it was probably criminal in hindsight. Yeah, you know about the 2020 of hindsight. Sometimes you realize, wow, that was probably illegal. Now, this insider evidence is actually further validated by public reports that Alameda Research amassed swaths of tokens ahead of FTX saying it would list them, according to an analysis of public blockchain data. This is from the Wall Street Journal, and it just corroborates this insider testimony. There's insider trading going on at Alameda. So do you think someone, Sam, who is doing criminal activity is going to want a bunch of accountants and compliance people sniffing around? No, they're going to want criminals hanging around them. So with that said, and completely unrelated, guess who FTX chose as their chief regulatory officer? This guy, Dan Friedberg. Now, Dan's past is very important because he used to work for UltimateBet, a poker site which got in a lot of trouble and has a very shady past for reasons we've explained before.
UltimateBet got in trouble because they were giving some of their players a God mode that allowed them to see the other players' cards, which would obviously be an advantage if you're trying to play poker.
Wow. So Friedberg was working for UltimateBet during these God mode days. And although he was never charged with anything, there is leaked audio coming out from him conspiring to hide the owner of UltimateBet from facing any consequences from using it. Here's Russ Hamilton, the former owner of UltimateBet, who used God mode and admits to making money with it, telling Friedberg that he wants to get out of this cheating scandal.
I feel, and I did take this money, and I'm not trying to make it right, Dan, so we got to get that out of the way real quick, okay?
So then Dan Friedberg replies to Russ that maybe they should just blame it all on a third-party consultant and say that was who used the God mode on their website instead of Russ himself.
I think for the public, it just has to be former consultant to the company, took advantage of a server flaw by hacking into the client, been able to identify exactly when. Sometimes he played with it, sometimes he played without.
HLBZ insider buy
Sometimes he
of
intentionally
1
won
million
and sometimes
shares
he intentionally lost.
on Hotel Lima Bravo
Very erratic
Zulu
play. But we've been
by
able to
the
identify the
CEO.
times
That's
when
on
the tool is
HLBZ.
up and their net wins. And that's what
And what you could also say is that the tool was originally set for a 15-minute delay.
And he hacked
it to a real time. You
I
can't.
think that's what we do.
So this is the guy they hired at FTX as their chief regulatory officer, a guy who once conspired to hide his cheating boss. And of course, there are more red flags about the relationship between FTX and Alameda. You might assume that, like, okay, if it was negligence, maybe everyone inside the organization was just sharing information with everyone. There was no walls in place, right? And that's what created the conflicts of interest. But that doesn't match with what we've heard. I personally have spoken to FTX insiders who said they were blindsided by the collapse. They didn't know anything. The Wall Street Journal also reports that FTX employees were completely in the dark, which corroborates that. So FTX employees had no idea what was going on at Alameda. Meanwhile, the Alameda employees, on the other hand, knew exactly what was going on at FTX. They had back-end access. So this relationship wasn't uncontrolled, it was one-sided. Back to the God mode analogy, it was almost as if they specifically set up their crypto exchange to be pilfered by their traders without anyone knowing. Almost like they had a back door. Oh yeah, they did end up building a back door. I forgot, their CTO built a back door to avoid triggering red flags. See, it's hard to call things like this accidents or negligence. It's literally designed to be hidden. Alameda had a one-way window into FTX to steal whatever they wanted from client funds, and I do mean steal, not misappropriate, not negligently lose, steal. But unbelievably, the way it's quoted in like the New York Times, you'd think this was some kind of loan they took out. A margin position, it's called. But we know now it wasn't a margin position. Alameda apparently had a secret exemption from certain aspects of FTX.com's auto liquidation protocol, according to their new CEO. So this large margin position isn't a margin position at all because they could never be liquidated. And I'm sure Dan Friedberg might be somewhere on a call trying to figure out how to blame a rogue employee on this secret exemption. But let's be honest with ourselves. Alameda knew what they were doing was criminal. That's why they call it a secret exemption. And they were even willing to lie about it to keep it a secret. Alameda CEO, Caroline Ellison, denied special access to Bloomberg News, saying, "We definitely have a Chinese wall in terms of information sharing to ensure that no one at Alameda would get customer information from FTX or any sort of special treatment from FTX." But obviously, this was a lie. Here's Sam Bankman-Fried lying too. Quote, Alameda is a wholly separate entity. Well, we know that isn't true either. Looking back, it was obvious because even when you'd wire them money to FTX, the international wiring instructions were to Alameda Research. Not exactly separate. And so after finding all of this out, I spoke to Mark Cahodas, who called out SBF as a fraud much earlier than almost anyone else. And I asked, FTX tried to hide billions, it's called. But we know now, let's be honest with ourselves. Alameda knew what they were doing was criminal. That's why they call it a secret exemption. And they were even willing to lie about it to keep it a secret. Alameda CEO, Caroline Ellison, denied special access to Bloomberg News, saying, "We definitely have a Chinese wall in terms of information sharing to ensure that no one at Alameda would get customer information from FTX or any sort of special treatment from FTX." But obviously, this was a lie. Here's Sam Bankman-Fried lying too. Quote, Alameda is a wholly separate entity. Well, we know that isn't true either. Looking back, it was obvious because even when you'd wire them money to FTX, the international wiring instructions were to Alameda Research. Not exactly separate. And so after finding all of this out, I spoke to Mark Cahodas, who called out SBF as a fraud much earlier than almost anyone else. And I asked him his thoughts, and he said, this was all obvious a mile away.
I knew something was wrong a year ago because everything this guy said, and you can play
all his interviews back, nothing added up. Nothing added up. If people ask me a question, I will give them an answer or say, I don't know. I won't talk in a figure eight. I won't answer a question with a non-answer again and again and again. Nothing this guy said has ever made a lick of sense. And if he would have come to my office looking for money, I would have told him to hit the bricks because nothing added. I mean, they didn't even figure out that his accountant's address was somewhere in the metaverse. I mean, at a minimum, you check out who the guy's auditor is and say, who's your auditor? Oh, my auditor's name is...
Take it I haven't missed anything?
Boy, Manny Mo and...
All of it.
Hey, if I don't see you guys tomorrow, have a great Thanksgiving. I gotta get to work.
All right, man. Same to you.
Same to you.
Happy Thanksgiving.
All right, bro. Later.
Later, y'all.
Somewhere in the metaverse. Is this a joke? No, I'm being serious.
Now, I know what you're thinking. Surely that can't be true that the auditor of FTX was located in the metaverse. But checking their official bankruptcy filings, that is the case. And now, because no one looked into it, FTX owes $3.1 billion to its top 50 creditors alone. And I guess if they have complaints, they can go to the metaverse and ask about it. I'm just kidding. Well, kind of. I actually don't think they probably take complaints in the metaverse. Either way, the question of was Sam Bankman-Fried a fraud is not much of a question at all. The real question is, why did so few people catch on early, and why didn't the media catch on sooner? I'm not sure. We can speculate. Maybe it was because of political donations or this whole story about effective altruism. But ultimately, what I know for sure is that people like Marco Hodes, they weren't silent. He says he took it to journalists before the crash to see if they'd do anything, and they said no.
I went to Bloomberg with my pal who I was working on this thing with, and we laid it out to five ladies on the crypto team. And they passed, and they said it would be too much work. We'd lose access. It's bad for business, right? They'd hang up on us if we asked these questions. Well, at least I had the questions.
Wait,
I don't have a
Bloomberg
PR firm.
denied a story with you because they thought it would lose them access and it was too much work?
Yes, 100%.
When? When did this happen?
This happened in July. This happened in early July. They had everything.
Wow.
They also said, but I didn't want anyone fired. So I didn't give them this. They said it was bad for business, i.e. advertising.
You're kidding. So they admit their conflict of interest with advertisers in the crypto space.
Yes.
Now, this is pretty shocking allegations, so I did want to reach out to Bloomberg for comment to see if they wanted to respond to this, and here's what they said.
If anybody was actually listening to that, they said they didn't respond.
9 different players starting in the interior. It's center in the 2 guard spots. Here's a pick, and there's Womack's first.
All right, I'm gonna stop streaming. No point to be here. I'll be on tomorrow. Appreciate y'all being here, and I'll see you tomorrow. So until then, peace. See you, Looney.